Warning, this show contains adult language and subject matter and may not be suitable for all ages. Viewer discretion is advised. How are you?
Alive and breathing.
Are you excited?
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Oh, it's so warm. Oh, yes. I had a mental breakdown and dyed my hair blue, so it...
That's okay. I wanted to do gel X extensions on you anyway, so like I was gonna be like, can we take them off? And it worked out that you want to take them off. So
I took so many pictures of them. Everything that was pink, I was like... I just was touching so many pink things.
I'm gonna kind of do something like a jelly pink with glitter and stars. Is that cool?
Do whatever you want. This one, I played with a dog. This one is
it
mad.
okay?
He's mad.
Okay.
I'll take it off.
Okay.
I'm scared. Jerry told me to put a Band-Aid on it, and I was like, yes, you are right. I feel like he wants to leave me, but I don't want him to leave.
That's okay, because we're gonna do all new ones.
I literally, in preparation, was thinking back on all like the weirdest shows I've done.
Oh, good.
Just because I don't know. I'm like,
I had a couple people ask questions, so like we'll probably hit on those a little bit.
okay.
Some of them are stupid, I'm gonna be real honest. Some of the people who follow me are assholes. So
I'm real stupid and I have an asshole. And so it's okay.
So do you work tonight?
Yeah.
What time?
At 10.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna be a little late though, just because I have to stop at the sex store.
Ooh, what are you getting there?
I recruited this new girl and she doesn't have any toys.
Aww.
And I feel bad and I have a gift card, so I'm gonna get her like a realistic doll. Because like when you're starting out, like you just kind of need like one realistic,
Like a staple,
staple, and then you can move up to like, and then you're gonna want something that vibrates,
Right.
and then you're gonna.
Because don't you guys have to do the pretend tip vibe thing?
Some girls, they be going crazy on that. Someone will tip them $1 and they'll literally scream, and I'm like, there's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way. And they know that there's no way.
But like guys just fall
They
for it.
I feel
Or do
like
they know that they're like
they
faking
know
it?
it's fake. They just want to see that. They don't even care. They're just like, I just want to see you moan. I don't care if it's fake.
I don't even care if it's fake. I'll have to like, when we start soaking these off, I'll ask you some silly questions that people want to know. Because there's always silly questions.
I had nothing but silly questions when I got interviewed. So like, it's
Like for the actual job?
like, yeah.
What did they ask you?
Like she literally was like, this is actually more of like just to make you comfortable that you're already gonna get hired. So like, what do you have? Like, what questions do you have? And my main thing was like, what do I do on my period?
That's something that nobody even thought to ask when I asked for questions. Like,
That
what
was
do
the
you
first-
have to do?
Some girls just don't, like, they'll be like, we're not doing penetration today.
Okay.
I use a cup, and so I can do light penetration play.
Right.
And then some girls use sponges, but like sponges they can get like stuck and
Ooh.
like rip apart in. And like I've had that happen. Oh, digging around in there like, for it. It's just
For a freaking
sponge.
Yeah, that
and
sounds
like everything's soft
horrible.
and you're bleeding and I'm sorry, I'm like ranting now.
No, that's totally good. That's so. Let's see some of these questions that we had. It's surprising no one asked about the period thing. I feel like that should have been a. So one of the ones that someone wanted to know was, we all have low days. How hard is it to still cam when you're not feeling super confident?
Oh, it's so hard because you kind of always have to be on because people can be watching you even when they're not in your room.
Okay, so like just kind of like
creeping on your page
Gotcha.
but not be in your chat room.
Okay.
So even if you're just sitting there, it's just what I like to do is like listen to my happy playlist and just dance. I will just not talk to anyone and dance
Just
until
dance.
I feel okay, which might not be for the rest of the day. But until then, people are pretty nice about it if you tell them like, hey, like I'm not feeling the best. If you want like a certain thing, like
Just say it,
Just
yeah.
say it.
Just
Or
ask.
they'll even like take you into like a show and be like, do you want to talk about it? Like, are you
Aw,
okay?
People are like super nice about it.
People
though.
are like super nice about it.
All right,
if
so
you're just,
it's
like,
not
honest.
like it's not like
Yeah.
so much of guys are just like me first, only me. Like they actually like kind of care. That's good to know.
There is hope for the horny men.
How do you keep a straight face when there's an odd request, like something that's totally off the wall and like you weren't expecting it? Like, Do you laugh, or do you just like have to try to like pretend like that's totally normal and you've heard it before?
I try so hard not to laugh because I love weird requests so much, and I don't want them to ever feel like I'm like kink shaming them.
Right.
Especially like there is this one guy, and he always comes and he wants to like inflate me with a machine and wants my stomach to just like get big. He's not a feeder. He's not like, doesn't want to like feed me food and wants my stomach to get bigger. He wants to like make me explode like a balloon.
How do you do that?
So I literally just take like a phone charger and like pretend that like my phone is like a thing, and I just like push my stomach out, but it's so hard, and he'll be like, more pressure, and I'm just like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna float away. It's so hard. But like, if you just get like really into it, just pretend like,
Yeah, like
it's
acting.
just, yeah, it's just like, you know.
Would you say that was like the weirdest request that you've had?
No. It depends though, because everything's pretty weird to an extent. Like
What threw you for the biggest loop? Like the first time you heard it?
one of the things that threw me for the biggest loop my first day, someone did sounding. Do you know sounding?
For those who don't know, do you want to kind of give like a roundabout of what it would be?
People, like men, put little metal rods or like sticks or tools in their pee holes while they stroke.
Oh,
and
jeez.
like basically fuck their pee hole as they're stroking. And he didn't tell me that he was doing
So
that.
he just did
turned
it.
on his camera, and there.
Do you have an option to like turn, like to not see it, or like?
You have an option to decline.
Okay.
The
But you had no
cam,
idea, so-
But I was just like, oh, you just want to see me, like, and we were doing totally normal stuff, and then he's just, I blocked him because I didn't
got
know.
super uncomfortable.
I felt super uncomfortable, and I felt it in my chest. I was like, I don't know why I feel like this hurts
Did
so
you get
bad.
like nauseous? It's like times when I see like X-rays of somebody who put like screws in there or something, and like it hurts me for some reason, but like I don't know what that would feel like. I don't have that.
There have been
I don't have that equipment,
so it's like, don't know the pain, but can tell that
it's probably not good.
it's not comfortable.
But like they think
They
it's
love
good. It's so weird. No, that's definitely a weird one for sure. What do you enjoy most about what you do? Like what really helps you like want to go to work?
Since I've been doing it for like a year and a half now, honestly, the people online are just really nice. Like it's like a little sort of like community. Like everyone is generally like even if they have wives, I know about their wives, I know about their children, I know about their pets, I know if they're going to school. Like we'll talk before
That's
we
cool.
do like
So it is kind of
So
a
it's-
relationship of a sort.
yeah,
Like
of
a-
some
like an emotional kind of.
yeah.
All right.
I feel attached.
So it's kind of like a different circle of friends that you would have, and you have like people who come back and they're like
Yeah.
your friends, and then you just get to do sex things.
Just get to do sex things. They'll be like, hey, can you do that one thing? I'll be like, yeah, okay.
All right, yeah, that's all right. That's cool, I guess. The ratio of viewers, mostly men, or is it a good mix of men and women?
Definitely mostly men.
Mostly men,
Um,
like 90%, or like
I would even say like 95%.
yeah. So there's hardly any
There's
females.
hardly any, and the ones that I do see, it's typically they're never by themselves. It's like a couple thing,
okay.
or like multiple people.
That'd be a interesting like date night.
Couples overwhelm me though. I don't do couple shows anymore
No.
because usually they don't know what they want. Like they haven't like talked about it before.
Oh, so it's like they're both just like
So
"Meh."
they're usually always like really drunk.
So I can see where that would be like annoying.
And yeah, they're either like, watch us, or like, you're gonna do what we want. And it's two people just yelling at you. A little overwhelming.
Oh, I would imagine that's kind of like a threesome in like person.
Yeah.
Like if you guys haven't really communicated about it before, like how do we know who's allowed to do what, and
Yeah.
what happens to that person when we're finished? Like, do they get to go home? Do they have to stay here? Like, yeah. So if anyone hears that and they want to do like a couples cam thing, plan it out. Don't just shout at her. If somebody were to want to get started in the cam business, where do they even start?
Definitely find a site that you like. I started at a studio. I got a weird start because I found the studio from Craigslist.
Whoa.
Which, like, it was a random, like, Craigslist ad.
Okay.
That I just called, and then I set up the interview. I had originally tried to start camming a year before. I'd bought a cam, I had gotten, like, toys, but I, like, couldn't figure out how to, like, actually start. And a lot of sites use different currency.
Yeah.
So it means different things. The site I use uses dollars versus tokens, which is a lot easier.
Okay. So, like, they pay with actual dollars.
Yeah, I would definitely say do a lot of research because you never want to sell yourself short.
So would it be helpful to, like, watch some camp, like, invest a couple of, like, days and some money and, like, actually watch and, like, just kind of see, like, before just jumping in?
Yeah. Don't just, like, sign up for a site and then just think you can, like, turn your cam on and it's gonna be
It's gonna be fine.
It will be overwhelming and it'll make you not want to do it.
Are you ever nervous that creeps are going to get your personal info or location and try to stalk you?
Yes.
Is there any sort of protection?
You should definitely use a fake name if you're camming.
Obvi.
I didn't know if that, like, I feel like that's
Some
pretty,
people
like,
might
obvious.
need to know, but
But never use your real name. People always try to get personal information, and a lot of girls will try to, like, take personal information from dudes so that they can get money from them off site, but it's illegal and it's risky. People are really crazy and you never know what kind of life they live.
And then the last one that I had requested as a question was, what's your favorite type of shows to do? Like, if anybody wanted to find you from this podcast and they're like, I liked her personality, I want to go find her, what's the best way for you to be like, all right, I'll go private with you?
I love SPH and cucking shows so much. It's so awful. Like,
SPH?
SPH is small penis humiliation.
Okay.
I love making fun of micro penises. It's literally...
And, like, are they actually tiny?
No, they're actually tiny. I have so many pictures of just micro penises that I've taken because, like, dudes want me to, like, blackmail them. Those are fun too, but blackmailing's a little harder because then, like, I have to, like, get their personal information.
Ooh, yeah.
Which I can't really do. So, like, I'll just be like, what's your sister's name, your mom's name, where do you work? I'll be like, I'm gonna send a picture of your micro penis to, like, your like, coworkers, and they're all gonna know you're a little beta bitch.
And, like, your least favorite? Like, if somebody was like, hey, do this, like, the chances of you probably saying no.
My least favorite is just when it's not even, like, a type of show, I would say, because I used to, like, not really like subby stuff because I've had a lot of really awful internet doms.
Okay.
That have just, like, made me slap myself repeatedly.
Ooh.
Like, there was one point where I was doing, like, degradation. He wanted to degrade me and just do slaps on, like, my tits and my face. And I'd slapped my face so much that I couldn't, like, see, like, I was getting,
and you
like,
were doing
blurry.
it, like, legit.
And I was, like, literally, like, because he was like, harder, like, he wanted that, like, sound.
Yeah. And you can't really fake that.
And you can't. I used to, like, not like that, but I still enjoy those. It's just if people just ask respectfully. So people that are just like, fuck your pussy.
Right.
Boobs. Fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
when they're just blunt and blatant, it's like not fun.
It's like, hi, I'm a person. Hey, this is an actual person here.
But yeah, so do you have any recent fun things or like past fun things that you want to
There
talk
have been
about?
so many. One time, there was this show that I literally almost puked.
Oh no.
Because
I hate throwing up.
I almost puked because of how gross it was. Not some deep throat shows, like, it gets like to the point where, like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Like, I've actually, like, puked off cam, like, and like continued, and without them noticing.
You're a real OG.
They love that my eyes are watery and they can't tell, so I'm just gonna keep going, and we're gonna clean this up later.
Now, like, I know some of the other girls that have the same job position, they tell me that there's, like, tags, like, you get tagged as certain things, and, like, you don't really have control over it, right? Like, it's just what other people tag you as. So, like, what's, like, the top tag that you have, and, like, what's the least favorite tag that you have?
I have a lot of really, like, weird my top tag is flat earth.
Flat earther?
What? And it's like an inside joke. like
How
between
did
like
that
me and my
become-
room.
How did that come to be like your top tag?
People ask that all the time and they'll actually think I'm like a flat earther, but I was reading a book online one day.
Okay.
And it was like the earth is flat, but it wasn't even about flat earth. I got freaking clickbaited by a book.
What's like the slowest day you've had? Well, like what day of the week would you say is like the
Um,
slowest?
I would say Tuesday, and my
Tuesday.
boss actually recommends that I don't work on Tuesdays because it's slow. But I like having Mondays off. The weekends are usually the busiest, but the beginning, because I work at night, so I work 10 to like 6 in the morning.
Okay.
So like during the beginning part, it's really like slow because everyone's going out or getting ready to go out, and then if
It's
no
like-
one brought someone home,
They're a little bit lonely.
please don't call me. Who are you? I'm so sorry.
That's okay. So how often do you think like you would, or how often would you say like guys ask you for like your number or like?
At least like 20 times a night. They'll ask for like
What?
either my number, my Snapchat, which we're not allowed to give like our social media platforms away
Fair enough.
online because then it can lead them off-site.
And right, and then the
then-
studio's not making money.
And then people have offered just to like pay for it. They're like, how much? I'm like, no, it's like I literally actually can't give it to you.
Like it's in my contract.
It's in, yeah, like I'm legally not allowed, sir.
It's like a non-compete. Like you
Yeah.
can't really like.
There actually is like a clause in the contract that I signed where you can't do any live stuff.
Okay.
Any other like, so like Snapchat Premium, I'm not allowed to have one of those.
Okay.
Because it's technically considered live. I could make videos, but making videos makes me feel a little weird just because like, I know,
Same. I put off making a YouTube channel and doing podcasts for years because I get so awkward on camera. Like, and that's why I don't think I could ever be a cam girl because,
it's so weird watching yourself.
yeah, and like I know once we air this, I'll probably watch it the very first time just to like hate myself enough, and then I'm never gonna watch this again. Because the more I watch it, the more I'm gonna find things that I hate about myself. And that's all I'm gonna be able to think about every time I do this. Is I'm gonna be like, oh, remember that one time when I was an idiot?
One of the things that makes me so nervous is that like if I want to like get like a real job, which I hate that like
That's a term.
that's
yeah.
a term.
I get that too, though. Like, I remember when I first dropped out of vet school, my dad was like, you're gonna drop out of a real career to paint fingernails, and I was just like, but I can make like a lot of money. Like, what do you mean? He told me to get a real job too, so like I get that. But anyways, what is your fear?
Like if I put it down on a resume,
Oh, that they would
That
like
it's gonna-
discriminate.
yeah, they'll just immediately, or it's gonna look like a gap.
Good, put that one in there.
And I also get a lot of dudes that like want to like quote unquote save me. Like they'll be like, "You're too good to do this.
Oh,
like,
geez.
why are you doing this?"
So they think like you're doing this
They
against
think,
your will.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not, and it makes me so uncomfortable because I like try to like explain to them like, no, like I
like
enjoy
it.
doing this. This is like fun.
I did not even tell you this part. I found out that I can eat gluten again.
Wait, this is literally life changing. Wait.
It really is.
This is what? Wait. Okay, how?
I don't know. So, like, I did a food sensitivity. Go ahead and do that thing. I did a food sensitivity test, and it came back. I have no high reactives, no no moderate reactives, just a couple of mild. And it was like egg whites and dairy, and like stuff that I kind of had a feeling was causing me to have some discomfort. But gluten wasn't even on there.
Shut up.
Yeah. And they say that like your body changes like every 7 years, like your cells regenerate or whatever. So I guess technically it's been 10 years since I've had gluten.
That is insane. This is literally life changing.
It's pretty good.
What was the first thing?
So you kind of have to like go in easy, but my very first thing that I went for, go ahead and do that, was I had some beef jerky, like regular beef jerky that was like teriyaki, because soy sauce has gluten in it. Not a lot, but like
I didn't even know that.
it's enough if you had like celiac, it would be a problem, but like not if you just had like a sensitivity. So I did that, was fine. The next day, go and put that hand in there. We're gonna cure that one for a little bit. The next time I tried half of a Hershey's cookies and cream bar and was fine. So I was like, cool, like this is going really well. And then I did a piece of garlic bread. I did 2 Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, heck yes.
And now
that garlic bread, how good was that?
That was wild.
That would probably...
Like,
I don't know what I would do without garlic bread, honestly.
It was interesting for sure. But yeah, I did that, and then we had stromboli for dinner.
Ooh.
And then I did a donut for breakfast. And like,
Girl.
so now we went out to eat at PDQ for lunch, and I got like chicken tenders, and like it was just magical.
Wow, 2020 is really your year. Oh, a customer paid me to get this tattoo.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about that.
Sunny place for shady people. It's my Florida tattoo.
Let me see. I'm going to.
He was like, "You're from Florida, right?"
My top down view. Since we're gonna do art anyway, let's So this one.
Mm-hmm.
So someone paid you to get this tattoo.
Someone paid me to get this tattoo
on cam.
Yeah, they tipped me. I think they tipped me 120. They're like, "You're gonna go get that, right?" And I was like,
I didn't record
"Yeah."
any of that. We'll just do it real quick. This is the one.
Yeah, this is the one someone paid for me to get. Because I was talking about how I was from Florida. And they said sunny place for shady people. And I was like, I want that on my body. And they're like, get it on your body.
Did you already have the palm tree?
I did have the palm tree.
Okay.
I got that as like flash.
Okay.
I was like, that would look perfect.
How trusting are you of like your clientele? Like, can you trust them if they say like, oh, I'll come back on this day and give you $500? Like, or are you usually just like, yeah, okay?
For some of them, I'm like really trusting. Like they like know like so much like about like my personal life. You can tell like it's not inherently always sexual. Like they'll do shows with me where we just talk and like hang out and they'll ask. So like those ones I trust more.
Right.
But as far as like other ones, like not really.
Not particularly.
Because like people on the internet are sketchy.
Fair enough. People on the internet are sketch.
There's this one dude, and he always like freaks me out because he just likes me to wear jeans, sit topless, put duct tape over my mouth, and scream and cry. And like that's all I do. Just scream, cry.
Like, do you cry real tears?
Mm-hmm.
You're getting good at that, huh?
I'm getting good. Yes. I just try to like think of really sad things.
I'd ask you to demonstrate for us, but you have your makeup done, so like don't get it messed up before you even go to work. I feel like that's bad.
The worst thing is when I get a messy show in the beginning, like when I start, like if the first person's just like sloppy deep throat, and I'm like, I literally just like I'm gonna have to wear this makeup for the rest of the day, like night. I don't want to have to redo this, please.
Do you like bring makeup and stuff to work with you for those like instances?
Yeah.
You kind of have to, I feel like, because you don't want to look a hot mess and look used.
There have been times where like my eyelashes have like I've like cried them off because like my eyes like water.
This one feels like it's falling off. It probably is. It's fine.
That's the worst when it feels, because it doesn't look like it. When it feels like it is,
yeah.
And like you're looking at it and you're like, I can't tell, but like I feel it. Like
yeah.
I feel it.
How do you feel about this Barbie pink, by the way?
I love it. I like the stars of it.
It's going to be super obnoxious, and I feel like your clientele is going to really enjoy it. I feel like any kind of like loud, flamboyant, obnoxious thing that draws attention to you probably will get you more money.
It's so weird sometimes because I'm pretty obnoxious online, and sometimes like I forget that like I'll act that way like online, but I forget that that's not how you're supposed to actually interact IRL with like real people. And so I'll be like super obnoxious and like super like sexual
in
like
real life.
in like real life, and like I won't even like realize it, and then like I'll get like side eyes from like other people.
Somebody like looks at you like, what the fuck is wrong with her?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm talking way too much about inappropriate things, and I'm just gonna shut up now.
You don't have to go back.
I
to
don't. You're not going in there.
I'm gonna put a stain resistant.
Bless your entire soul.
These are so obnoxious and bright, and I love every second of them. I just want you to know how excited I am for these. Cool.
It better get hot now, because I feel like I need hot weather.
Right.
To show these like.
They're like
to
super
be like,
Barbie.
Heck yes.
The best part about being on this show is that
This
you.
has been so fun. Like that's so cool. Thank you
Do you
for
like it?
letting. Yeah. Thank you for,
Are you
like,
glad
letting me,
that
like,
you
talk.
were interviewed for it?
Yeah, I feel so honored.
Are you hoping that you can help people understand this cam world and that it's
Yeah.
it's fun. Like
It's fun. It's fun, and a lot of people have so many negative stereotypes about it that it's literally like so many people don't date sex workers. Like so many people like refuse.
do you feel like
to,
it's like empowering?
I feel so empowered by it because like
Self-esteem has gone up since starting.
a ridiculous amount. Like
Yeah.
it's like my self-esteem used to be so bad. I used to be so insecure and like just a bunch of random people telling you like you're beautiful, like you're sexy, like you're amazing, or like
Yeah.
or even on my off days when like I'm like yeah I'm not feeling the best, I'm like but you're so strong and you're amazing. Like,
Aw.
don't, like it's like
That's kind of
it's
sweet.
it's a nice little thing.
So, like, would you say that you would recommend this for someone who's interested? Like, at least try it if you're
Oh,
interested.
Heck yes. If
Yeah.
like even and if you don't like it, you don't have to do like anything you don't like. Even like just live streaming in general, it doesn't have to be sexual because there are non-nude models that like don't get naked at all. They
didn't
just
even know
talk.
that.
They will literally just like dirty talk, or they'll just talk like or give advice. There are girls that like just like do like nude like tarot card readings. They offer like nude for like
What?
discount. There's literally like so many like avenues you can take it and just like make it your own. Like I like doing like this because I get like I want to like go on like Twitch one day maybe.
Yeah.
And like try that out and do like something fun, just like regular live streaming. But like also like I like to show off my titties. So like
Hey, I feel like if you like to, you should.
should be allowed to.
You actually don't owe me anything because you're doing the live stream with, or the podcast.
No, shut up.
Yeah.
No, shut up.
Yeah.
No, there's no way.
Yeah.
No, there's no way. This is already like I already feel like on it. There's no way.
Because I feel like otherwise, like if I'm just like, hey, come pay me like $80 to do a cool thing on you, like that's not okay. So like, don't worry about it.
What the frick? Then at least I'm getting that lemon.
The lemonade, I used the lemon loaf on you. That one's closest to the door. And then lemonade is that one.
I'm so excited. I was so excited when you posted these. Oh fuck.
Do you want to do the lemonade?
Oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah. Fuck yes. You have like I literally have so many, and they work so well at work.
Yeah.
Just like if it's like slow, just
Like
start,
oil show?
Yeah, just. And then I feel like a goddess.
Because you're like glistening and you smell pretty.
Really, actually like soothes me.
That's good.
Like
That's good. French squeeze. We're doing the 2 ounce. So 16.
I feel so honored. This is so cool.
Isn't it fun? I hope more people want to do this. Like, I hope that once this gets aired, that people will be like, I have a weird job. I do weird I have a weird life. Can I do it?
Can I talk to you and like
yeah.
be
like I want people who have like weird or interesting lives to like want to like do this.
I feel like
Did you lose your hair tie?
people be yeah. It's just slowly like. No, it's on my. I don't know how. I don't know how things. I don't know how I'm alive right now. Truly, I don't know how I made it this far. We're just taking it day by day.
There's my butt camera. Enjoy that.
Are you on?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay.
Is that good?
We're all good.